Let me ask this question regarding politics, but it's getting to a bigger subject. Do you remember where you were the day that JFK was shot?
In Concord. Mm-hmm.
You were in Concord. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you find
Later became Clayton, where we were. They incorporated the little town of Clayton by Concord.
Got it.
But that's where I was at the time.
Do you remember, were you working? Were you?
No, I was at home. I remember watching it for 3 days, everything that happened with it. I was like glued to the television, we all were.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you cried, and I just couldn't believe it.
Really shocking.
Because even though he was a Democrat, I voted for him. The only Democrat president I ever voted for.
Interesting. Tell me more.
He was a conservative Democrat. He was a good person. And that's the last of the good part of the Democrats.
So, why did you like him over Nixon? This is interesting.
I just thought he was more sincere, and I liked his conservative approach to, even though he was a Democrat.
Interesting.
Yeah, I liked him better than Nixon. Somehow I didn't trust Nixon. And it turned out later I was.
No kidding. So like we go to the 50s, you voted for Eisenhower both times, mm-hmm. And so you started voting in 48. So 48 there, you voted for the Republican in those elections.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember who now. Mm-hmm.
What was it? How did it feel? I mean, being a Republican during the Depression era and even World War II, Republicans were very much in the minority. Mm-hmm. What was your thoughts on that? What was that like?
Well, I didn't become one until after that, but we didn't think too much about being a minority then, you know.
Mm-hmm. It didn't.
It wasn't that much big difference like it is now.
I see. Okay.
And they weren't mean like they are now, you know.
Okay. Got it.
I mean, the Democrats have gotten so mean, it's pathetic.
Yeah. Yes. Did FDR's, like the alphabet soup agencies, I understood at one point he took all the gold away. Well, you were like a little baby when that happened, so, or I don't know. Do you remember things like that? I mean, were there like?
Well, it was supposed to be in Fort Knox, but it didn't stay there.
That's for sure. But would you say like were your parents?
He was a good wartime president. I have to give him credit for that.
Okay.
He really was. He and Churchill literally won the war for us.
Okay.
Because they were both good wartime leaders.
Okay.
Now, he may have had his problems politically with other stuff, but he certainly understood what it took to win the war.
Okay. I hear you.
He and Churchill working together saved the world, literally.
Mm-hmm. When you were in school, it's fine. We're bouncing around a lot. I love it. You're directing me to ask new questions. In school, like in elementary school and then even in high school back in North Sacramento, did you get updates every day about the war effort? What were some of the things you would hear about?
Well, you heard it on the radio and in the newspapers, of course. And on Saturday, we would go to the Saturday matinee, and my brothers would. Now, we had to earn the money, the dime, to go there. And so we would sell Coke bottles that we'd pick up from the neighbors for a penny apiece and run errands to the store for them on our bike and things like that to get the 10 cents to go to the movie.
Okay.
And they always had the movie tone news, which they took pictures of actual battle scenes. I mean, you found a lot more in the movie tone news in Seminole than you did anywhere else because there was no TV.
And it
was like a TV.
It was called Movie Tone News?
Movie Tone News, it was called, and it was pictures of what was going on, the fighting of war, right at the actual battlefields and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
You had to pay to go to the theater to watch the news. That is going to blow so many people's minds.
10 cents to watch the news. And then they gave us a free ice cream bar when we left. Eskimo pie.
Wow. And that was you and your brothers. Did you, okay. You told me, okay, and I remember you told me you became a Republican because of your parents. They guided you to do it.
That's all I knew, I guess.
Sure. That's fine. I'm just connecting with
it made sense that was the right party for me.
Wow.
And then for years, after I was grown and my kids grown, I started working in all the elections, as a staff person in the elections, clerk. And the last 2 or 3 times I was what they call the head of it, the inspector.
Okay. And this was all up in Martinez,
No,
Concord?
down here.
Oh, here in LA.
Well, I started up in there, and then in Concord area, I started working there, and then when I came down here, I still worked in the elections for quite a few times. I
Okay.
finally, about 2 or 3 years ago, I finally retired from it.
Okay.
Because
So,
it's a really long day. You get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you don't get home until 2 o'clock at night. That's
wow.
a long day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because once the polls are closed, then you've got to count. You don't count who won, but you count all the ballots. You put them in different categories, and you do this and that to close out. Then you take them to a receiving station. You sign everything off, and then you have to take one of the clerks with you. Then you have to take them back to where their car is, which was quite a ways sometimes. And by the time you got home, it'd be about 2 o'clock.
And
Long day.
this is for here in LA County.
Yeah.
And how long were you a inspector, ballot watcher? How long did you do that here in LA County?
In LA County, I did it about 3 or 4 times, I think.
Okay.
The last time I was up at Silver Spur.
Oh,
On
sure.
Silver Spur, there was a precinct that
Let me